Differentiation is one of the main skills you're going to learn in your A-level maths course. Differentiation is a very, very useful tool. It can be used to find things like the gradient of a tangent, the gradient of a normal, the equation of a tangent, the equation of a normal, or the maximum and minimum points on a curve. And as you go through your A-level course, you're going to learn different ways of differentiating depending on how you're given the question. For example, you'll look at chain rule. So, differentiation is where you're trying to find dy by dx. And the easiest way of describing doing differentiation is you multiply by the power and then subtract 1 off the power. So in general, for a function, y equals x to the power of n, the formula for the gradient is dy by dx is n times x to the power of n minus 1. And this is found because you times by the n and then you subtract 1 off the power, so n minus 1. So let's have a look at some easy examples for differentiation. So we're told to differentiate y equals 2x cubed plus 7x. Now, key point to remember here is that the power of the x is 1. So when you timed in through here, you have to remember that is the power of 1. So, dy by dx. So, times by the power. So 2 times 3 is 6. And you subtract 1 from the power. So 3 take away 1 is 2. And if you do the second part, so 7 times 1, well 7 times 1 is 7. And then x to the power of 1 minus 1, which is 0. Now you should remember that anything to the power of 0, anything to the power of 0 is always equal to 1. So we can get rid of this x equals 0, for 7 times 1 is 7. So your final answer is actually 6x squared plus 7. So remember, anything to the power of 0 is 1. Let's have a look at a couple more examples. So this question here, before we can tackle this question, we need to sort out this y equals x squared in brackets x cubed plus 4. We need to expand that bracket first. Now you should be alright with expanding, but x squared times x cubed, so that's x to the power of 5, and then 4 times x squared is plus 4x squared. So that's what our y is equal to. So now we can use that to find dy by dx. So times by the power and then subtract 1 off. So 5 times the 1, there's a 1 in front of here. So it's 5x, 5 take away 1 is 4. So let's do the other one. So 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract 1 off the power, that becomes 1. I don't need to write that 1 in. Okay, and the final example let's look at is this one. Now, we need to do something first to this question as well. We need to expand this bracket. Now remember, x plus 2 all squared means that you're doing x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 2. So, y equals x plus 2 times x plus 2. So, if you multiply this out, so here we go, x times x is x squared, x times 2 is plus 2x, 2 times x is plus 2x, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now remember, we can only collect together this 2x and this 2x, so that becomes 4x, so x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now we can differentiate. So remember, you multiply by the power, so dy by dx is 2x plus 4. Now, we've not come across this end bit before. Now, 4 actually just disappears because it's 4 and there's no power of x. So there's no power of x to times by. So if we just imagine here, there's x to the power of 0 because there's no power of x. So 0 times 4 is 0. So that just disappears, so to speak, because 0 times 4 is 0. Okay, so that is your final answer.